All right. Like, I remember how to do this.
You remember? I remember. You remember?
I remember.
I.
What's going on, everybody? The Obsession Podcast back at you. I'm Mike Stather.
And I'm Karl.
How the hell are you, Karl?
Oh, I'm doing great, Mike. How you doing?
Good.
I seen a beautiful mess just an hour ago, my friend.
Boy, it's a mess out there, but I love it.
You did some... Man, you guys keep your eyes open. Mike's done a lot of work out there here.
Yeah, we've been doing some of our, Karl and I have been doing small property layout stuff for a long time, and I went full balls in on the...
You're deep, my friend. You're deep.
Deep.
Yeah, it's impressive. I'll tell you that.
On the TSI and the hinge cutting.
Yeah, it's impressive.
So we've been showing some of that, though, so you can check out some of those videos. We are back after a little layoff of podcasting.
We've been busy.
I know y'all missed us.
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard not to miss us.
It's true. It's true. Look at all of this.
So we're going to come right back at you. We ain't changed.
Nope.
I'll tell you that. Not even close.
That's a fact.
So we're going to get into one, and I know I'll kind of let you preface it, Karl, because I know you posted something about it the other day.
Yeah, they had a kind of a meeting at the Iowa Classic, and it was with Sligh, Lakosky,
Yeah.
and what's Rick? Is it Rick?
Oh, what is his name?
Mr. Sligh.
Yeah, Skip Sligh.
Skip
Sligh.
Yeah, Skip.
Skip Sligh.
And I like what Skip says. I really do. That guy, he's really got his stuff together. And anyway, it goes into many of the states that could be better deer hunting states and why certain states are better than others. Basically laws, rules, and how things are laid out, like the $1 rule.
Well, it's a lot of things that we've talked about a ton of times. You know, how mostly, non-resident tags is one of the big things.
Right.
Availability, the hunt, different seasons, the crossbow, the rifles, the archery, everything is touched on kind of. So we're going to kind of get into our views of it and, kind of tell you what the other states are doing, what we think we should be doing.
Yeah, exactly. Well, Skip knows his stuff. He really does.
Yep.
And he's good to listen to, and he's got some great ideas, I think.
Yeah.
And everything is educated. He doesn't say it because somebody else says it or there's some false science base behind it, I think. He really does his homework when it does stuff like this, or comes to stuff like this. And he also is one of the good representatives in Iowa that has to deal with money influencing in the legislature. So he deals with, for over there, their farm co-ops and things like that try to influence more deer being taken. And because Iowa's what? I think Skip says that Iowa's like 7 or 10% wooded. Yeah,
it's as far as, habitat wise, it's not that great.
No.
I mean, it's good. Don't get me wrong. It's good.
Yeah, it's great.
Everybody buys like, but, compared to where we are, Wisconsin, there's no better whitetail habitat.
Right.
Anywhere.
And Skip even touches
it. Yeah, and he says it.
Yeah.
They talk about, obviously, because Skip's an Iowa guy.
Yeah, but he's from Michigan.
But and he's in Iowa now, but from there. So Michigan, he knows that, he's got the full spectrum, in my opinion, there, unfortunately for Michigan people, but, and a lot of what they get into is a lot of what we've gotten into before for years is, everybody knows kind of how we feel about the non-resident thing here in Wisconsin.
Yep.
Which is everybody, everything's over the counter.
Yes.
For whoever wants them. You get 2 buck tags and 4 to 8 doe tags.
At least. Well, you get 8 depending on your county. Yeah.
Yeah. And you can buy more.
Right. I mean, basically, if you've got the money, I don't want to say there's an infinite amount of tags, but there's a lot of tags.
It's right It's right next to Infinite.
It's the same but different.
It's the same but different, remember?
Yep.
So it's, and that's one thing, and like, obviously Iowa, if you guys don't know, Iowa is a draw.
Right.
Is a non-resident draw, and it's one any deer tag, so you could take a buck or a doe.
Yeah, and in certain areas, I don't know. I think certain areas are different than other areas, but I'm not really positive on it.
As far as the deer?
No, as in
Taking
like
the deer.
years it takes to draw.
Oh, to draw? Yeah, I believe it's county specific.
I think so.
They're each, because when I used to try to draw for Iowa, remember when we had,
And family had land.
we had family land in Iowa, I couldn't get a tag because I believe there was three or five at that point?
I remember you saying
in
something
that
like
county.
Yeah.
And I couldn't get one.
Right.
But, a draw,
Right.
which is what we have talked about forever here, because
Well, and you guys watch us, you listen to us, and we say it all the time. Wisconsin, we are one of the best whitetail states in the nation.
Yep.
Straight up. Whether it be deer numbers or quality of deer that we are hunting in our state.
the most Pope and Young and Boone and Crockett entries every year.
No way.
Yeah, weird, isn't it?
That's a shock.
Still.
Right.
And we don't even get into that aspect of how many people even put them in.
Right.
And I know you could say that anywhere,
Right.
obviously, but most people don't put them in.
Right. Everybody in every state says the same thing.
Yeah.
And that we're not going to argue.
That's what I say. Yeah, that's everywhere, but still, like the ones that get put in, this is the most.
Right.
And
Well-
we decimate our herd the most.
Yeah, and yeah. I mean, we can use center fire rifles. We can use crossbows. We have seasons that go until the end of January. We have special seasons.
We have
Yeah.
a rifle season in the middle of October.
We have a rifle season in the middle of October for the youth. We have a rifle season that's basically over the rut, which is another big killer of deer. And I know everybody wants to be successful. We are not arguing any of that, you guys. What we're saying is, in general, nowadays, and there's going to be people that argue this with us, but you're not going to pass a big buck to shoot a smaller buck. No, in general. I'm not going to say some people don't,
Yep.
but what I'm saying is, in general, people want to be successful and they don't pass bigger deer to shoot a smaller deer. Unless for some reason they have a large controlled area, maybe
Right.
shooting a buck that they want out of the herd or something like that.
Right.
But, I think we've got the best or one of the best states in the nation. And we would be, if not the best, one of the top 4 or 5 in the nation for giant bucks.
Yeah.
If we would go to some of the rules and laws that Skip talks about.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, I agree. I mean, it's, all these states, like Karl and I were talking about this beforehand. So Illinois, Iowa, Kansas, Nebraska, Idaho, Colorado, all are draws
Yep.
for your tags.
Yep.
All of them.
And a lot more are going to it now,
Yeah,
too.
a lot more going to it. I know there was a state I looked up to, and they were looking to change. Oh, it's actually Illinois. So Illinois is a lottery,
Yep.
and they did give you 2 antler tags if you drew. But
Yeah.
now they have a bill trying to go through to change that to you have to take at least 1 antlerless
Yep.
and only 1 buck. So
Yep.
that's going to change to 1 buck.
Yeah. I think it'll help Illinois.
Yeah. Oh, it'll help. And,
Big time.
And you and I just talked about it before that we would be for the 1 buck thing.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
And I know there's people out there that we watch this that are just going to lose their mind.
Yeah.
But if you think about it in the grand scheme of things, how the herd would grow and how the bucks would thrive.
Yeah, let's in my opinion, let's take the antler size out of it and just go by age of bucks. Age group. If the bucks you're hunting are 1 year older, just that part of it
Yeah.
alone, the antler size is going to be bigger. The bodies are going to be bigger. If you're a meat hunter, physically the bodies are bigger.
Genetically wise, you would think then that's going to keep going out there too.
Correct.
Because they're one more year at least, you know, because you're not, now people that shoot, and goes for anywhere.
Yeah.
In my opinion, public, private, whatever,
Oh,
like, because all those here are going to get big.
Yeah, no,
all of them.
100%.
Because now if you're on public, you're not probably shooting that year and a half old.
Right.
You're not, because you're like, oh, it's my only tag.
Right.
I'm gonna wait.
Yeah, let's say early season.
Yeah, I'm not. Then the other thing, you're not.
And the guys, those of you who are meat hunters, you shoot the first deer,
Yeah.
comes by, hey, cool.
Yeah, you're going to then.
Yeah.
But that's, you know, like
You're still going to get a doe tag in the state too.
we don't ever try to say that we're not hunting for trophies,
No.
because that's what we to us. Things we hunt are trophies to us. That's
Right.
what we hunt. So like to me and to you, and I know we would do this. We shoot a lot of 3.5,
Yes.
4.5-year-old bucks.
We do.
So
And those are good bucks on our
Yeah.
property.
so now, like
They'd be 5.5.
I got a 3.5 comes by me. It's my only tag. I'm like, I don't know.
Right.
I might wait.
Yeah.
I
Well,
might not.
well, just think of our
Right.
case.
But we know what happens on our properties.
2 weeks. Yeah. Well, right.
Yeah.
2 weeks. That first week, I'm not shooting 3-year-old for sure.
No.
And depending on what I'm seeing, I might not shoot a 3.5-year-old on the second week because I know there's at that point maybe 5 or 6 4-year-olds coming out.
And now you might as well wait.
I would.
You know, because now, okay, screw it. We could go through gun season, still
Right.
bow hunt if we want.
And we got late.
We still have our tag,
Yeah.
and then you got late season.
Yeah.
So now, you know, you're gonna hold out.
And
And maybe we don't shoot as many, but you're gonna shoot some big quality bucks.
Oh yeah.
You- You're going to, and it's just all these states. Iowa shows it. Ohio
Yeah.
has been climbing the charts.
Big time.
You know,
Yeah.
Illinois always has
Well,
giants.
Now, on the opposite side of that, I think you got to think about the states that are in decline. So, and Skip talks about a big time decline currently with the rules they have. Illinois, Kansas, where everybody's like Kansas.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kansas is in decline, people.
Yeah.
Another state that doesn't have a ton of whitetail habitat.
Yeah. Not a lot of habitat.
It's got good habitat, but it doesn't have a ton of it. It's
Right.
not like the whole state is. One of the big up and comers right now, Indiana.
Yeah.
Indiana's coming on strong too. You know, Kentucky is a good state.
Yep.
You know, so you know these rules. I mean, they're proven out there, you guys. So you know, the next opportunity we get it. If somebody brings it up in the state of Wisconsin, I suggest we seriously think about trying to.
You know,
go with it.
Kentucky is also a state that has separate crossbow and crossbow restrictions.
Well, now that's the one. That's
You know,
the one I really.
that's another one.
Honestly,
Skip talked about the crossbow thing too.
yeah. And yeah, I mean, you guys should watch the video. It's up on my Facebook page. I don't know if Mike shared it. Might have it on there. It might be on the Obsession.
If not, we're gonna put it up.
Or it's on Rush Outdoors. Either way, we'll get it up there.
Yeah.
But a separate crossbow season. And I am not hammering on you crossbow hunters,
Yeah.
whatever. But it's proven that that piece of equipment is far more efficient at longer yardages.
It's true.
You know, to me, it's like taking a damn muzzle loader out during bow season.
Yeah.
That's my view on it.
I was looking some of them up. Like in Maine,
Yeah.
no one under 70 can have one.
Yeah.
So you have to be at least 70 first.
70 years old.
Yeah, 70. Oregon, completely prohibited. You can't even hunt with a crossbow there.
Only state that does that.
They don't care. They're the only one that completely prohibits it. Massachusetts is disability or note,
Yeah. Which is the way it used to be.
which is the way it used to be here.
Yeah. 100%.
And that's the thing, and I know Skip says that he's like able-bodied men, and I'll say too, able-bodied men, you're just doing it because it's easy.
Right.
You're not putting time in, and we've talked about the time thing,
Yeah.
you know, and he even says, you know, okay, have bows gotten easier? Sure. It's
Yeah.
gotten better,
100%.
but you gotta draw it,
Yep.
still gotta draw it, still gotta hold it.
Yeah.
Don't care how big you are, how strong you are,
You got all
and
that.
especially at that time.
No, 100%.
So it is different, and anybody, you know, that is a fine line right there of all.
And I am not hammering on people again with the crossbow part of things because it is legal in our state.
Yeah.
But I will tell you this. We've got a really low age, I think, I'm a hunter's education instructor. Used to be an age of 12 in our state. And for some ungodly reason, we've decided that we're going to lower that. Well, you get a 6-year-old out there on a mount with a crossbow, and all they really have to do is maybe turn it a little bit or that one way or the other.
Right.
Yeah, that's great. You're getting your kids out. But I also think that you're teaching them to be lazy, in my opinion. That's how I look at it. I'm sorry, a lot of people don't like that, but that's how I feel about it.
I like it.
Well, I don't think that you could take your child out. I mean, we took our kids out when they were younger.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't even have a weapon, but they were with us in a blind or something.
Yeah. Right.
So getting your kid out is great. Getting your kid out and showing them success is great, but realize life isn't always about success. You're going to fail a million damn times before you're going to be successful. So promote the work, promote the effort, promote the hunt.
And I know too, they talked about, okay, you got crossbows, you're using crossbows. Cool.
Yeah.
Great. I get it. Again, like we can sit and hammer on that forever. We probably will later.
Yeah.
But, they talked about just like everything else. Okay, then give them a season.
Yeah, no, I
Okay,
agree. We have a muzzleloader season.
Yeah, yeah, from here to here.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna hear people. I'll tell you right now, Karl. You're gonna hear, I use bow hunters. Just, you want all a good time. Yeah,
It's because
you're right.
we're the majority.
You're right.
Well, I can't say we're the majority
not only gun
anymore.
hunters anymore.
No.
But yeah, yes.
Yeah.
That we need the advantage to honestly, because
No, I agree.
We're not shooting a whitetail at 50, 60, 70, 80 yards.
No.
We're not.
No.
West, yes. Here, no.
Totally different animals.
You're not. Midwest, you're not doing it.
No.
All West hunting, big game out West, yes.
Yeah.
But, so, it's the same, and I know they talk about in that a lot of, firearm seasons.
Yeah.
The rifles, no rifles, or shotguns, or straight line rifles that are not bottlenecked down, so no large caliber rifles.
Yep.
It changes it a lot, but the problem is that the state's not run by people smart enough, I'll say it,
True.
to do it.
No, I agree.
Whereas we want to kill every deer,
Yeah. Well.
but we don't want anybody to have guns.
Right. Yeah. Welcome to a Democratic run state.
Yeah. No guns would kill all the deer.
Yeah, no guns kill all the deer. I mean, geez, we got another one we're going to talk about later about some other stuff. But there is. Look, I've recently, in the last 2 years, I've shot 2 bucks with my rifle. Okay, and I enjoyed both of them. Don't get me wrong.
Mm-hmm.
But, and this might sound arrogant to some of you, but Mike and I with a rifle, freehand, at 200 to 300 yards, we're not missing that deer.
No.
Not with our weapons.
No.
We shot them too much. We shoot them too much. We're too accurate with them to say we're going to miss. I mean, I shot my buck this year at 193 yards.
Too much time beforehand, ever being in the field.
And yeah, too much training.
Too much training, and then being in the field, and then being in the hunting field. And it's, especially for us, it's knowing your equipment.
Yeah, 100%.
So, and you and I both know people that'll take a rifle out and can't hit anything.
No.
And you hear them every goddamn gun season. They got ARs out there.
Oh yeah.
What are you doing?
I get it.
And I don't like any of that shit.
No, I mean, well, here's a prime example. So you hunted with me down there by my place in Dane County.
Mm-hmm.
And when you and I first started hunting together, that was shotgun only.
Yep.
Now think of the deer we've seen.
Oh God, yeah.
I mean, just the size of pure size of the bucks that we see.
Yeah. Well, and here, not here. This is Columbia County, but Dodge County, just down the road, was shotgun.
Mm-hmm.
Columbia County was rifle back in the day. And God, people tried so hard to find a place to hunt in Columbia County.
Of course.
Because they wanted a rifle.
Yeah.
And I will tell you this for a fact. I have missed so many big bucks with a shotgun.
Oh, yeah.
So many.
Well, that was before we could have what we
this
got
was
now.
old junk shotguns.
Yeah,
you had smooth barreled 20 gauges with
Red slug.
stab at slugs, and I mean, you're just throwing pumpkins out there.
That's pretty much what it was.
You know, your first shot at 50 yards is like this,
Yeah.
and your next one's up here.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's just how they are.
Nothing is
now
ever the same, yeah.
it's different, which is why like I bought that nice muzzle loader
Right.
way years back and set it up. Okay, I get one shot, but it's going to be a good shot.
That thing's just like a rifle.
Yeah, it is. 100% it is. Yeah.
It's actually more controllable, honestly.
Yeah. And,
So-
you know, now it doesn't matter. There's
Right.
rifles all just hammering everywhere,
Yeah.
you know, and then the deer are dropping.
Yeah. And that's what Skip was talking about. Lee even brought it up.
Yeah.
You know, Skip was saying basically states with centerfire rifles are going to have a problem all the way around just due to the ability of the weapon itself to reach out at longer yardages and touch animals.
Right.
The crossbow thing, like we talked about that, our view on it. Skip's view is pretty much the same on that. Nobody's saying we're against crossbows, just so you know.
Yeah.
We're just saying maybe it should just have its own season for sure. You know.
Well, it's the same thing as what everybody out there, what we want you to remember is we want the herd to thrive
Yeah.
and to grow. And to me, it would be amazing for everybody shooting big bucks all the time. You know,
you know,
you just get them roaming around.
That's true. I mean, well, think about that. The easiest way to do that is $1 rule. Because you're actually increasing proven scientific proof
Yeah.
for any of the DNR people that want to argue,
Yeah.
proven statewide that the age group of the animals increases.
Mm-hmm.
Why wouldn't you do that?
Right.
Unless you're just money hungry, greedy, and want the revenue.
Right. Weird.
Weird.
And as far as the revenue goes too, which is dumb for this state because they don't charge anything for non-residents.
Oh, yeah.
When they could, and they're going to get it.
Yeah.
They're going to
100%.
pay it because everybody gets 30 tags.
No, it's true. Yeah.
So, and that revenue, like if you're a non-resident coming here, whatever you don't like about it, everybody says, you know, non-residents bring in the money, you know.
Oh, yeah.
So
They're still
why-
going to come, dude.
why are we not using them to help our
Yeah.
our wildlife, our habitat?
We should.
That's what we should be doing.
100%. Every other state does
Every other
it.
state does. That's what we should be doing. So that's what we're trying to say.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I mean, if for some reason we made Wisconsin a draw and increased the price, okay, I guarantee, in my mind, okay, I'll say this. In my mind, I think we'll actually make more revenue because people will want to be here because the hunting will be so good. Wisconsin with a $1 rule and a draw after 3 years will show a higher revenue than it does now from out of state.
Oh yeah.
Plus, the age group of the animals will increase. It will help the northern part of our state herd-wise. And maybe, just maybe, people will get their crap together and start monitoring the deer herd in the southern part of the state too.
Yeah.
Because buck to doe ratios can be changed slightly with that.
Well,
Because
here,
people still want to
here,
come.
look at this. So,
There you go.
okay, Iowa non-resident. Okay.
Yeah, buddy.
So hunting license $131.
Mm-hmm.
Non-resident habitat fee $15.
Yep.
Any size deer tag $498.
Yep.
So total for deer hunting application $644
Yep.
plus applicable fees.
Yep.
How much is to the here?
What is it, like 278 or 300?
If it's that.
350 now, maybe?
If it's that, yeah.
Yeah.
For a guaranteed
$2
$2
tags.
tags and
Well, you have to pay for each one.
yeah, whoopity doo.
So you're paying $700
And I
for $2
yep,
and 8 does in Wisconsin.
that you're going to get. This is just an application.
No, I get it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
That's like buying it over the counter.
And
You
then
can buy it the night before.
yeah, and go.
Yeah.
And I know they're talking about wanting to raise this price in Iowa and Illinois.
I could see Iowa easily be $1,000.
And you know what? We should do it too.
No, I agree.
We should do it too.
And you guys, I can.
Because we go out of state
Oh yeah,
and we pay it.
we
So
pay.
we don't want to hear it.
Yeah.
We
Well,
pay it.
yeah, and we do.
We do.
And we always will.
And we always will.
Yeah.
And you guys out there that travel, and we might bitch about it, but you're still going to go.
Yeah.
You're still going to pay it.
Yeah.
Because you want to hunt.
That's a fact. Yeah. Well, it's just that simple. And for those of you who are going to complain and put comments in here about, oh, you guys are talking about making hunting a rich man sport or whatever, hate to tell you, it is.
It is.
It is what it is. Everything costs money, and hunting is no different. Why do you think we have multi-billion-dollar industry?
Yeah, it is. It's, and all of us add to that.
Yeah,
all
100%.
All of us are making it. The prices go up
at all levels.
Yeah, it doesn't matter who we are. Yeah. Us, you, anybody.
Yeah.
The famous people.
Whatever. Yeah.
It doesn't matter. The guy that hunts just gun hunts. Yep. The guy that just bow hunts. I mean, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
The guy that just turkey hunts. The guy that squirrel hunts.
No, 100%. It
doesn't matter.
Hunting is hunting.
Hunting's hunting.
Yeah.
And we're all in on it.
Yeah.
So all in on it. We should all want to make it better.
Yeah. Meat hunter, trophy hunter, doesn't matter.
And
trust me, they're trying to take it away from us.
They are.
There are some.
Oh, we got some stuff about
crazy
that.
laws coming. We'll talk on another one.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got that going. Anything else on that particular?
No, I'm sure we could keep going, but I'll probably stop it.
Yeah. We should. Yeah, we'll stop now.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, you might want to bring that up.
Oh, this one.
You want to talk about that? I don't even know. We can put it in with the information you basically got over there.
Yeah. Well, this was from 2024, but they were putting out the average days in the field to harvest a deer by state. So if you want to go down to
what's the easiest state to shoot a deer by?
Nebraska.
Nebraska
and Indiana, they say average 3 days
to shoot a deer.
Shoot a deer. Yep. Wisconsin, 20.
20 days of field.
20 days of field. Shoot your deer. Michigan is actually even less. 19.
19. Well, they got us by one.
Yeah, right now,
Yeah.
Ohio, which is one of the big states now, 27 days.
A month.
Yeah.
Shoot a buck in Ohio.
So
or a deer.
Yeah, everybody thinks it's so easy, and a lot of this is a survey that the National Deer Association did.
And what's the longest one?
Longest one they have is Vermont.
How many days they got?
40 days.
40 days. Might basically figure
on
month.
average.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Month and 10 days.
Wow. Crazy.
Yeah. You never thought Vermont.
No. Right?
But you got to think the territory up there.
Yeah, the territory is different.
Plus their deer herd, they might not have as many animals.
Yep.
Yeah.
But I mean, you just think about that, especially traveling, going out of state.
Yeah.
Maybe some info you want to look up.
It's always something we do look up when we're deciding on what hunts we're going to do. We got some pretty big hunts this year.
Yes.
So you guys keep an eye open for that stuff.
Yes, we do.
Yeah. I don't know. You got anything else you want to add to that?
I do not. We leave in, what do you say?
Well, you counted it down there? Got her down there? Got to be under 100, isn't it?
Oh, dude.
70.
69!
69 days!
69 days until we're going to be in Canada bear hunting.
That's right.
What I'm talking about with Andrew, our buddy. He loves us.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see us. I know it.
He loves every minute with us.
Yeah, buddy.
Well, we appreciate you guys watching.
Yeah, thanks for tuning in. Check us out on the Obsession Podcast. Check us out on Facebook. Check us out on Instagram. YouTube. All of it. Check us out. Subscribe, like, follow, share. Live it.
Like it.
Love it.
Yeah, buddy.
Later.
We appreciate each and every one of you.
Yeah, buddy.